When a new redesigned model, we typically find issues, and Toyota's mindset of continuous improvement, we hope that they will continue to fix issues as new car buyers will no longer see issues that we've experienced. As an existing second generation NX owner, I would also hope that Lexus would look at these issues and evaluate to see if these issues could actually span a technical service bulletin or even a limited service campaign. When it comes to safety recalls, they really don't have much of a choice. They have to do the recall, but I would hope Lexus would look into these issues and be more transparent in getting these issues resolved. Anyways, this video is the third video of a series of videos that I've been producing talking about issues reported to the NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the United States, and this is all regarding the 2022 to 2024 Lexus NX models. If you haven't watched these two videos, you can see them in the description below. There'll be a link there, or I'm going to create two cards in this part of this video so that you can click on it and watch those as well. Hey, it's LSF here today, and today I'm here to talk about issues number 20 to 29. You would say, how come it's 24 on the screen? Well, when I was recording this video, I was planning to do 20 to 29, but then it seemed it got too long when I got to 24. So I decided to break this video into two parts. So now this video is actually 20 to 24, and then the next video hopefully will be 25 to 29. For a vehicle that has been on the market for almost 2 years, it's actually past 2 years already, and I've actually been an owner for about 2 years, 29 issues being reported doesn't seem to be a bit too high. But still, these issues should not be ignored, and if we have the same issues, please leave in the comments below. This will give us a better understanding on how many people are impacted on these issues, and hopefully Lexus folks will be reading these comments and they can act on them. So we start off with number 20, and this one actually reported in September 30th. An incident was August 7th, and it's in Henderson, Nevada. VIN number starts with a 2, meaning this is built in Canada, and the description is, I purchased a new NX 350 on October 15th, 2022. And on August 7th, 2023, with 6,300 miles, my tire flew off while I was exiting a 5-lane highway. The tire continued to roll and went through the windshield of another vehicle. I really hope that the other vehicle, nobody was injured or hurt. I was able to get the car to the side and exit the ramp while riding on the rotor. The dealer claimed no responsibility even though the car had been in for its initial 5,000 service that included a tire rotation, 1,300 miles earlier. Okay. I asked Lexus Corporate to inspect the vehicle to protect others from a potential serious hazard, and Lexus said that the lug bolts were shorter in style and incompatible with the standard lug bolts. In addition, the jack was missing. Why would I or anybody change lug bolts when the wheels and tires are still original? In addition, this SUV has 20-inch standard run-flat tires, which does not include a jack. Alright, so this is really a tire flew off, and I think the biggest concern I have here is if the dealership has actually did a tire rotation 1,300 miles earlier, this should have happened much earlier and not 1,300 miles after you've done the rotation. This actually happens very often in where I live. In the Greater Toronto area, especially when we actually swap from summer tires or all-season tires to the winter tires, there are times where people's tires will fly off. And that's why I said, hopefully the person, like the car that it hit, nobody got injured because it could actually kill people. And I'm not too sure about the response from Lexus Corporate. If they were saying that the lug bolts were actually shorter and they're not compatible, meaning something has been changed, or from manufacturer, it actually had a problem. So is this the BZ4X where the wheels were falling off? Did they use the same lug bolts or what happened? This is really odd. But then when you look at it, there was no jack. Of course there's no jack. We all know that there's no jack because we have the run flat tires. Some people say that Toyota or Lexus is cheaping out and not giving you all the tools. But again, I think most of it was related to the weight. So this is an interesting one, and I would say may not be a manufacturer defect, but more of a human error in some place. Don't know where, unless someone actually went and took their tires off and changed the lug bolts, which unlikely, but you never know what happens around the world these days. So this is number 20 issue that we've seen from an owner. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at So issue number 21. So this is November 13, 2023, and it's a JTJ. So this is a Japan-made NX. So the electrical system failed. Okay, it operates just about all the systems, including items that are normally operated manually. My wife entered the car and pressed the start button, and the car would not start. So I've experienced this as well. So the 12-volt battery probably died. The car locked my wife inside and no manual method for opening the door. Okay. Unfortunately, I was home at that time and I was able to execute the manual release of the door using the key inside the remote. Okay. Lexus sent a AAA service truck to jumpstart the engine. We believe this dangerous situation is related to our previous complaint 114-95096 for VIN blah 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 on November 20th, 2022, where the car locked us out on 2 reported occasions. So then I think this guy went to vehiclehistory.com and I found a similar problem reported on the Lexus RX 450h, another plug-in hybrid. Well, RX 450h is a hybrid. 450h Plus is not a plug-in hybrid, so I don't know if that's the same. And in that case, an amp meter was used to trace the source of the electric drain from the battery. A faulty amplifier was consuming more power than needed and draining the 12-volt battery to completely discharged state. There is a problem with the auxiliary battery holding a charge. There were no warnings, messages, or prior symptoms. The car is available for inspection on request. We are taking it to the dealer this morning. Okay? Information has been redacted. Okay. So when you really look at this, this is interesting. So first thing is the owner doesn't know how to use the manual release inside. So where you press the button, you pull it twice to open the door manually when there's no power. First thing, that's the most important thing, because I think I've seen this one before. They said they reported another issue, and I think they still haven't learned that they can open the door from inside. You, instead of pressing on the button, you pull the lever twice. All right, and again, I've experienced the same problem, and it seems like this is a plug-in hybrid because they're saying another plug-in hybrid. So this definitely is an NX 450h Plus, and I've personally experienced this problem with my battery dying once in 2022 and 2 times in late 2023. So I went to the dealership and they actually got my battery replaced, and at this point, I've actually been using it for over a week and a half already, and I haven't experienced any problems, and I haven't even trickle charged it as well. So I think it's important to make sure that it's inspected to see, is it the 12-volt battery or there's another drainage of some sort. So I do find that this could be a problem, and we've actually seen a lot of people reporting about 12-volt battery issues. And if you really want to ignore all that, just go out and get a better 12-volt battery and it'll be great. But it's under warranty. You should go to the dealership and hopefully they can replace a better battery for your NX. This seems to be an issue that we are aware of, and we've seen it across the board many times. And one thing it is critical to find, is there something like what they're saying, a faulty amplifier consuming more battery than power than they should, and try to resolve that issue. Take that scenario out of the equation and then see what else is happening. Okay, 12-volt battery could die, and hopefully this will be resolved by just replacing a better battery into the NX. Alright, so now we have November 28th, and this is Paradise Valley, Arizona. And it's a JTJ again, Japanese made NX. And it's funny because this is actually to the National Traffic Safety, and this is for US, but then the person said, I'm currently in Ontario, Canada, and I've been experiencing an issue with my car. And it's actually related to the driver door refuses to open when the temperature drops below freezing. The problem is consistently occurring, making it quite inconvenient as I'm unable to access the driver's door. So it appears that the sensor freezes in such conditions, preventing the door from opening externally. I've been 5 days in the temperature where it's below freezing and my driver's door will not open from outside handle. Fortunately, it does open from the inside. The situation becomes apparent hazardous during strong winds when I have to open the door from the passenger side, risking the door swinging unexpectedly. This could potentially lead to fatal consequences if the door collides with a passing vehicle or a motorcycle. This issue is recorded by multiple dealers and it's been reported on Lexus forums, and I have escalated to Lexus of London, Canada, and the Lexus USA as well. This one is interesting, and I think this topic will happen every winter, especially when it gets cold. I can say that I'm one of the lucky ones that all four of my door handles has never frozen, and I live in Ontario, Canada as well. One thing I would say is this is a known issue, and I've actually been asking Lexus Canada to get more information about the door handles, and I asked if there's a technical service bulletin, and they did say that there is a technical service bulletin, but then I have not got any additional information on the technical service bulletin yet. I've heard people going and getting their door handles replaced, but some people say that that will just mean that it'll just freeze afterwards. Some people are saying that there is humidity that's actually, or water that's actually entered the door, then the handle, and then when it freezes, you cannot press into it because it's ice. I personally haven't seen it myself because my car has not experienced it. I think it's really depends on, I think there's a seal between the button and either the seal has cracked or something has caused a problem. I don't park my car much outside. I usually park it in my garage, which is much warmer than what's outside. So it's possible when it rains, or when there's fog, or when it snows, ice builds up there, and then it seeps into the door handles. I've actually parked outside, I've had snow in my doors, and I'm still okay. So this is definitely a known issue, and I know that dealerships are replacing door handles, and I think I'm a little bit more concerned about mine because I have the cadmium orange, and that color is going, it's gone. They're not producing anymore. So I don't know how many door handles that are cadmium orange that will come back. I'm hoping not getting a white or black colored door handles. So hopefully Lexus, if you're making door handles, make sure you have more cadmium orange ones so that if it does happen to my car, it does have parts to get replaced. So issue number 23, so January 18th, 2024. So this is actually very recent. And it says that it's a 2T2, which is Canadian made, and this is involving a crash. And there was one injury, so hopefully you've recovered from the injury. So what it is it says airbags failed to deploy during a crash while Lexus was hit on the driver's side. We got an alert that there was a malfunction, and during the inspection, the wire for the airbags was pulled, which would indicate deployment. Car was totaled. So I know that the 2023 NX was actually part of a recall. So there was a recall that involved 2023 and 2024 NX 250, 350, and 350H, and the description was that a deactivated driver's side airbag that does not deploy as intended increases the risk of injury during a crash. So I'm wondering if this is the case for this vehicle. There is a recall number 23LA02. If you have not got that recall done, please go get it done. So it does look like it says that there's an electrical connection between the steering wheel column spiral cable assembly was not sufficiently well together, causing the connection to separate and deactivate the driver's airbag. So this could be the reason why this happened. So folks, if you have this recall, do get it done. Go get it done as soon as possible. All right, so we're on issue number 24, and this one is related to a 2023 NX 350, and it was reported on January 17th this year, very recent, but the incident is actually August 1st, 2023. So the contact owns a 2023 NX 350, and the contact states that while driving at an undisclosed speed, so we don't know how fast, with the adaptive cruise control feature activated, the vehicle came to an abrupt stop while driving by a road with vehicles parked next to the curb. The contact stated that there are no vehicles in front of the vehicle. The contact states that the Ford collision avoidance message was eliminated when the vehicle came to a complete stop. The vehicle was taken to the local dealer and the vehicle was not diagnosed or repaired. The manufacturer was not made aware of the failure and the failure mileage was about 8,000 miles. So, this is the problem with software, right? And sensors as well. So the sensors could actually have detected something, or because there was cars on the side of the road, there may be a detection that of the car there, so they had to stop. Definitely, I think it's good news that nobody was behind you and the person behind you couldn't stop and you were able to stop. There was no injuries. I think that's the best thing. Hopefully Lexus has actually taken information about that crash or about that abrupt stop and be able to actually collect information and improve the Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about this. I've even had cases where I actually back into a parking spot and there was actually a road that people just driving on the road and my car will suddenly stop because it detected the car was driving on the road. And what else could it do? The software needs to be more intelligent, but then they're worried that I'm going back into the road. So it is what it is. But definitely, this case is a little bit odd. It's hard to understand. Hopefully, you had dashcam footage that can actually show exactly what was shown, plus the data on the computer that will help diagnose the issue. Has anybody seen this issue in their NX as well? Leave in the comments below. So originally I was going to do a video on 10 issues, but because when I recorded up to the 5th issue, I've noticed that it's 19 minutes already. So I decided to break this video into 2 parts. So this is part 1, so issue number 20 to 24, and then we will see another video coming right after this, 25 to 29. Alright, so stay tuned to the next video and do leave comments below on have you seen these issues with your NX. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.